everyone. This is Carmen. Thank you for joining my workout. Today's workout is just going to be plain old yoga. I do like to make it more of like yoga fitness, so we're adding in a couple of reps of some of the exercises. But basically, if you're new to yoga, this should be something that you can do. Try whatever modifications work for you, and just let me know if you have any questions or comments. I can maybe guide you through it or give some tutorials on some of the poses. So just let me know. So we're giving it a shot. It's Friday. I like to take it easy on a Friday, and hope all is well. I'll catch you in just a minute. We are going to get started. There's my downward facing dog. Oh, your boo-boos. We're going to get started with some yoga stretches just on the floor, and then we'll get up on our hands. We'll do some weight bearing exercises on the hands. I need my little space right here, sweetheart. Okay, so the first one, Bob, is conveniently just where my arm needs to rest. So you're going to go into a mermaid stretch. No licking, no licking. You're going into a mermaid stretch, and this is a Pilates stretch also. You could do it several different ways, and now we're just reaching both hands to one side of the mat. If your hip is lifting here, try to correct it and make it go down, or make your stretch a little bit shorter if it's lifting up. So you're gonna hold here, and then let's take our arms and just pump. 2, 3, 4, 5, and then come up, and then let's go to the other side. And again, if your hip is lifting up, maybe you're going out too far, so try to come in a little bit closer. Don't extend too far away. And then let's take the arms. This one makes it a little difficult when you're pumping out the arms. 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, we're gonna extend one leg. So when we do this one leg, we're gonna come into our wild thing or stargazer. So you're propping up onto your knee, and then you're reaching back. So your knee is your support. You can tuck it under, however it'll go, and come down. I'm trying not to sit on my remote. So let's just push back up and come down and push back up. We're doing a variation of it. There are many ways you can get into this position. Push up for a stretch, and one more time, push up and reach, and then circle back down. Let's switch to the other side. Make sure you have a little bit of space. If you have your fur babies, they can hang out with you. He's always right in the middle of my mat, so I have to modify. That's 2, that remote, 3, and 4, and 5. Push up, and then come down. Then we're gonna take our legs together again, and we're gonna go into I'm gonna switch my legs, because the first time I did my mermaid stretches, the left leg was in front. So now you're gonna push up, pressing your hands behind you into the floor. Hold here. Catch your breath. This is not a comfortable stretch, but if you can breathe into it, you'll relax your body, unclench all that needs to be unclenched, and then slowly work your knees to where they are pressed. Now your toes are anchoring you into the floor, and we're into this thigh stretch position, going into a camel. So first, let's do our thigh stretches. If you want to tuck your toes, you could do it that way. That's going to make it a little bit more of a stretch going back there. If you're anchoring your toes, you're limiting your movement a little bit. So just do a few of these to stretch out your thighs. And then if you want to reach back with both arms, kind of pump it up a little bit. And then you can take one hand and the other hand. You can even curl your toes back under if you want to change your distance to the floor. And now you're in this camel stretch. And hanging out here, reach yourself back. Let's come into a downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, we're gonna step into a crescent lunge. We'll do that a couple of times. If you have limited space or a dog on the mat with you, you're just gonna have to step over the dog, kick your leg up, and then swing it forward into your crescent lunge. That's one. We're gonna do 5 of these. Kick it back. You can pump it. 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna try to, oh, there he goes, good. I need my space, Bob. And then kick it forward into a crescent. Take that lunge deep. Kick it back. Pump it up if you need to. Step forward. I think this is number 3. And kick it back. And forward. 4. One more crescent on this leg. Step forward. I'm using half of my mat. I kind of need the full mat. And then take a break. Let's flow it out. So let's do a flow chaturanga. I'm slipping and sliding because I'm only using half of my mat. Come down, kick the feet under, and push back up into downward facing dog. Let's do the other leg. So kick it up, pump it, step forward into a crescent lunge. And you can put your arms up, take them down, go into a crescent. Maybe I'll go this way. Go pump your leg up, kick it forward. Sorry, buddy. That's number 2. Hands reach down. You're going into your 3-legged dog. Step forward. Take your hands down. 3-legged dog. Pump the leg if you need to. Oh. Come up. And then, okay, Bob, it's Matthew. It's literally Matthew. Kick your leg up. And then step forward for one more crescent lunge. And then we're gonna go back into a downward facing dog. And we're gonna flow it out. So come down into your chaturanga. So you're in your plank position, and you can either, hi buddy, you can either do knees, chest, chin to the floor like this, up into your upward facing dog, or from your downward facing dog, come all the way into your plank, chaturanga, dandasana, and then push it up. We're gonna come back into a downward facing dog and step forward into a warrior 1. So feet are at this 45-degree angle. Arms are gonna face forward. And then we're gonna open up and push a little bit into this warrior 2, virabhadrasana 2. Come into your warrior 1, and then open up, and then warrior 1, hi buddy, and then open up, and warrior 1, open up. You can always do these pushes, and then warrior 1, and open up. I like to do the little push into the leg. And then we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna stay only on this one side, and then we'll do everything on the other side. Now let's go into our peaceful warrior, and then extended side angle, and peaceful, and extended. Just getting some stretches in. Peaceful, extended. If you wanna take your hand all the way down to the floor, or even do a bind, I'll show you the bind from the other side, but this hand is threading through and grabbing onto the other hand. There's your elegant looking bind, and then you're trying to look up to the sky. So a couple of options there. One more, so we're going into our peaceful warrior, and then extended side angle. Again, if you want to do that bind, wrap this hand, you see my hand poking through, wrap your top hand, and then catch it with the other hand. There's your bind. Okay, so that's your warrior 1 to warrior 2. And then we're going to go into a triangle, trikonasana, stretching out the leg, and then reaching up, stretch. So we're going to go face down, turn your feet, readjust. You're deepening that hamstring stretch, and then opening up the body. Let's do one more. Looking down, and then reaching up, peeling the arms open. And then let's take this hand to the floor. The top hand is going to the floor, and then we're going to do a revolving triangle. So you're reaching the other way. Take the hand to the floor, come up again, hand to the floor, come up again, hand to the floor, come up again, hand to the floor. Now we're going to step into a half moon. So this is your half moon pose. You can try a couple of variations of this. You can support yourself by holding on to a chair or a block. And if you really want to try to release one hand from the floor, grip onto that mat and focus on your drishti point. And there you have a balancing pose. A lot of work on that leg. So now we're going to come back into our downward facing dog and step forward with our other leg. Let's go ahead and take a chaturanga, or knees, chest, chin to the floor. Push back into a downward facing dog. And now step forward with your other leg. Hi, buddy. And my son is in the doorway. He's literally skating in the house. So now you're in your warrior 1, facing the opposite direction. Arms come up, and then you open, can pump into it. Warrior 1, and open. Warrior 1, open. You can stare down that left hand, make it a fierce warrior. And warrior 1, and then open. Warrior 1, and open, pump it out. So do about 5 of those. And then let's go ahead and reach back into our peaceful and extended. I will show you the way the bind looks from the other side. Peaceful, extended, peaceful, warrior, extended. A couple more times. Peaceful and extended. Now I'm going with my hand to the floor. So I'm going to show you the back side of this is your hand is coming to the floor, your other hand is reaching behind you, so then you're grabbing on to your hands and you're coming into this bind. Let's release the bind. One more peaceful warrior, and then another extended side angle. So hands are either reaching up and to the floor, or doing the bind and looking up. And then you can release your bind. Now we're in our triangle trikonasana. I'm going to stand this way and open up, and then you're going to face the leg. You can readjust your feet and open up. You can come to the inside of this leg, face the feet or face the knee, and then open up. And then let's do one more. Turn to the knee, and then open up. And then we can do our revolved triangle. So your opposite hand is to the floor, and then you're twisting your body. And then come down and up. You deepen that stretch. Down, up, and down, and up. Then take the hand back to the floor, and let's come into our half moon. Reaching an arm up to the sky. Half moon, hold. And then if you want to try your balance, try to bring your hands together into that half moon, and then step forward, roll your body up. And I think that is all I had on the agenda for today. So a little bit of yoga for you, a little bit of sweat, a little bit of stretching out your body, relaxing after you've been working all day, or whatever you were doing. Hope you have a great rest of the day, great weekend, and thanks for joining me. Bye.